Thanks for clicking on the video. I'm going to be going over the main jump locations for both Druid and non-Druid classes on ice caves. Fell off. I'm figuring out a lot of the new jump spots for that video. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, I know all these ones. And then I started messing around and I thought, wait a minute, there's more I didn't even know about. Truth be told, my kit looks pretty basic. I don't have anything really cool. Oh yeah, this is the kit that I'm at now. Not as good as it could be. Now I'm debating between the Frost Amulet, True Fizz damage. It's missing one vigor, but otherwise it's pretty good. Versus, I got this for like 14k. It was really cheap. All I'm losing, I'm gaining a ton of action speed, move speed, and some HP. But then I'm losing the 4 true, so I'm debating using it. Considering the rest of my stats are so high, I'm pretty sure the 4 true won't be necessary. Since against squishies, I should just shred them with the action speed and the high agility. Like, just, I don't know. Don't know who's going to win that as a caster. And I have True Fizz on everything else. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Just missing, yeah. It would be 8. But otherwise, the rest of the kit, this is missing 1 dex. And I'm debating the 2% max health bonus versus more action speed, or maybe just vigor. This is missing a couple max health, but otherwise this is this. And these are missing 0.6 each for action speed, so that'd be 1.2% more. Would put me up close to 40%, but that's the kit so far. I just bought these because they were the extra max health is pretty nice, and then the 1 extra magical healing, and then the frostlight spear, just because I thought it looked cool. I like it more than the spear rot because I'd rather have the extra move speed. Like I'm 292 move speed with my spear out. You really clearing mobs and maybe poking certain classes with this through a door made a lot easier. Alright, another jump that any class can do is jumping on top of this. It's pretty easy. You can just, I don't think any class can do this except Druid, yeah. I mean, you can just escape right here. I suppose here you'd either go rat or you can just go around and just get out like that. But yeah, you're never really stuck inside here, so it's a really safe UI to loot. You just run up here. You can either hide, see if they go away, if they're a ranged class. Otherwise, you have this whole platform up here you can campfire to. Really, really nice room. A good thing you can do, by the way, if you're on Druid, is if you're coming up short on a jump like this, you can switch bear, and then when you go human, you'll be standing where you'll be standing somewhere that you can stand. Like you won't switch human after being bear and just fall off. So it allows you to make your jump just a little bit further, like that. It costs you charge though, so obviously be careful if you're pushing someone with that. Alright, another jump you can do in this module, Path A, to get on the high ground. Obviously here you can just chicken jump, but something all classes can do is actually just jump on an invisible ledge here, like that, and walk around and get up for free. So, obviously chicken, very consistent. There we go. So you're aiming for this, like, lip here. Right there. Oh. Like that. And then you can just hug over and walk up. So, aim for that lip there. Ah, there we go. Yeah, okay, that makes it consistent. You're kind of like aiming for this here. And then, yeah, you can just walk over. I got called a cheater one time for doing that. It was pretty funny. Killed a fighter with it. Alright, and now we're in Hell. This is a module I go to quite frequently when I'm farming the wyvern here, here. These 3 I always hit, and then sometimes I clear this one. And there's just a couple jump spots that I think are worth knowing. Mainly being able to get up on top of this. You can do from here. And then that allows you to also jump over here. And then from here, I believe you can actually... There's a way to get up here on any character, but it requires the ice blocks to be up. But on Druid, you can do it at any point. So you can get up here, from here, and otherwise, or while on chicken, sorry, you can take a lot of damage. So I always try to prioritize the routes like this one here. You can actually step on this as chicken. I like to prioritize routes that keep me in chicken as little as possible. So here, again, you can use the bear transform trick to make that last little bit. Now you have this whole section you have access to do a pounce on some caster or to get a bear engage on another character. Someone already put it down. Let me put the arm up. I guess there is a way to get up here. If it's in that position, you could actually get up here without the jump. But I guess I said in one video that you could get up here. You could only get up here in solos on Druid or against teamers. But looks like I was wrong. So good to know that if it's in that position there, you bring it down, you can actually get on it. Anyway, so you come here, you just need to be careful. You will fall and die there, but it's really easy. All you need to do is just jump on here. And then what you're doing is you're jumping and then chickening forward. But again, you don't want to be holding forward when you first go chicken. You're going to jump, transform chicken, then hold forward while doing your remaining jumps. So you'll go jump, chicken, and then slowly go forward like that. See how I move forward? That way you're not like going just over it or bouncing in a weird way. So you just jump on this, and then again, this is, you can do this in human, but I've just always stayed chicken for this. And you can get up, once you get past that first part, you can get up a couple different ways. Then you transform. Sometimes you won't be able to. Say you're here. Say you're in like a low angle, you won't be able to go. You can just jump as chicken and it'll just put you up here. And then you're just doing the normal, I aim for the left here, chicken dash, and then you can kill the Wendigo here. You just want to make sure you're staying out of its range, because even though it's stuck on this pedestal, if you get close enough, it will swing at you and then get off the pedestal, and now you're in a really awkward situation. Just stay back, and sometimes it'll rotate like on a top, and then you can just swing around to hit it if it rotates a little bit. And from here, you can go like here. And again, you can walk a little around here, but there's an invisible wall, so you can't actually cross. But you can. A lot of people go this way, like sorcerers. But one more time, I'll just show the jump. Remember, you're here. I guess I'll show the human jump. So you would walk forward. Oh, let me see. I haven't actually done the human. I always stay. There you go. So for the human jump, it's honestly, it feels riskier, but if there's someone in here, they're less likely to well, you can't just get one shot while in human. So I'd say practice the human jump. I've just always done it the chicken way. And then you would just jump across. Okay. And now I believe I can show you how to get up here without being a druid. Yeah. So as long as the lever hasn't been pulled, you can get up here just like this. Yeah, that's a lot more consistent. And then from here, you can jump across here, and then you jump on this. Yep. There you go. And now you can get all the way up to where I showed you previously by jumping here and then here. There you go. There's another jump you can do on Druid specifically that is pretty nice, and that is jumping across. It is totally possible. So you just line up, and then you want to jump late because your character, again, is longer than it looks. So you would just go... Oh, I missed the jump. I died. Alright, that's one death, but it is doable. Let's start on an easier one. This one is a lot easier. Again, I stayed chicken here, but again, you could do the bear transformation in order to cover the distance even easier. So let's go ahead and do this jump now. There you go. Okay, let's try going around the circle. Don't actually think this one is possible. I've never done it before, but let's try it. Oh, very possible. Yeah, okay, so I think it's possible along the full circle. I mean, with this, you really can never be caught by any other class. Of course, they can go above you though, so if you're in duos or whatnot, you do want to be careful, but just being able to avoid all the PvE in all the rooms and just go to whatever room you want is pretty valuable. Yeah, I'd say for practicing this, you should just keep going around it. You can start here because it has this little ledge, so it's significantly easier. But the main thing you want to do is hold in the air for longer than you would think. Because you have that extra jump on Panther, you actually go quite high, and you want to use that to go further. So, and then you can use Bear if you ever look like you're not going to make it. So yeah, it's kind of crazy that Druid can just cover this whole expanse without really much issue. Yeah, I mean, that is insane. So that's probably something I haven't used, but now that I'm practicing it, I'll probably be using more. I probably wouldn't do it in any kit that was like this. However, if I'm farming wyverns and like shitty purple gear, then or not wyverns, sorry. If I'm farming wendigos and just crappy gear, I would be doing this a lot more. But kind of insane. And then actually I'll try going back the other way to see if it's possible from the other side for this further jump. I think so. Just using Bear, you can just get on top, and then let's go around the other way. But I don't think it'll be changing how difficult it is, yeah. Depending on how good you get the jump, you're able to do it without using Bear. But, like here, and you should be able to judge that yourself. Yeah, so, last one. Make sure you're not doing this while you don't have your rush. So, do check for your pounds. But, looks like I would have made that. No issues going the opposite direction as well. Just wanted to check that for specifically this jump here. I would hug left though to avoid the top area and aim for this like pillar here. Yeah, no issues. Got him! Had to be good, right? Furry burn. Oh my. Oh. Oh, was he geared? Oh my god. That guy dies like that. That is pretty freaking. I'm just gonna call it on that one and let's get out of here. I mean, it wasn't a great kit, but I guess full unique's gotta count for something, right? Can't believe he goes for the bear. Or for the spear into my bear when he's backed up against the ledge. That was just not the move. There it is. 15 max health? No wonder. 10 max health? We'll try Skidon in the lobby. 25% memory capacity bonus. Huge. Okay, I checked the recording and I didn't pick up his shoes. They had 8 max health lace turn shoes unique, so I missed those, which is like 2,800 gold. So that kind of sucks, but I'll just put on the shoes I had. Just to see exactly how much. It would have probably been like 8 more health. Yeah, 157, nice. With 10% action speed, maybe a bit more. 2 more, so 11% almost. Not a bad kit, honestly. This is not good. But oh yeah, and he would have been 330 move speed. Hands out. What a funny kit.